What is going on, guys? Today we are just going over a little bit of a topic. The League Sbc'S are now fixed, just in case nobody has heard about them, or if you even knew that they were broken in general. So obviously the League Sbc'S were broken for about 4 to 5 days, obviously during probably one of the, not necessarily one of the biggest team of the seasons, but I think a lot of people want that Nene or Mbappe. So obviously it isn't great the fact that they were broke for so long. And it is annoying because obviously the fact was that we couldn't do anything. Literally that was what you couldn't grind the game. If you've done all of your objectives, we did Kempembe, obviously we're doing reviews. It's quite annoying that literally that is the only thing left. Like there is nothing else. And I think it was, I personally think that it was fixed way before obviously that it's actually been released today. And I feel like it was weighted for the fact that we now have upgrade packs, so everybody has sent absolutely everything into these upgrades and all of that good stuff. But it's just annoying that the fact that it has been fixed like so late. Like we saw our get a little bit of a knock with obviously being able to use 2 bronze teams, which I was really gutted that I missed. Obviously, like everybody else was. I don't think a lot of people even knew that it was broken, because literally they fixed it in about about 90 seconds. I'm reading that it was fixed in, which is just crazy that can be fixed that quickly. But that is what it is. But we have got the League Sbc'S back, and I think it is a great way to obviously rinse and repeat upgrade packs. I'm just literally now finishing off the Belgium League. We did finish off Eredivisie just before this, and I thought, you know what, we'll give a little update on the videos. I like to do these kind of talking ones sometimes. We do a lot of reviews, and I kind of want to make more variety of content as well, because with the talking ones, they're a little bit easier. I can tell you kind of a little bit of knowledge of Sbc'S and stuff like that. And as you can see, we are starting to now really pick up on these League Sbc'S. And I think they are a great little factor to bring into your game, even though they are not necessarily as what they were. I do like the fact that there's like ultimate packs per one, and that is fantastic, because obviously it gives you more than just a player, which is fair enough. Like, I like that. A lot of it is untradeable, so it does make it that little bit more difficult to actually make the coins back. But you can still do it pretty easily. And obviously at the moment we have got some very random upgrades, and I'm going to show you basically what I'm doing in terms of these. And we have actually just as well got a team of the season from a silver pack. We got the Chinese Bosnia-Herzegovina centre back, and tradable as well, which is always fantastic. So what I'd be doing with these is, obviously these are untradeable, so I wonder if this Whitecaps guy is as well. Because basically what I'd be doing if these are tradable, so for instance, I've got a personal spreadsheet that I keep track of all of my players. Does take a little bit to kind of update, because obviously like with this, you've got 1, 2, 3, only, to be fair, only 3 players that are actually League Sbc. So I'd personally go into my Super League. I'd go, okay, so we've got a Besiktas. That means I've got 4. We'll keep looking along. We'll go Belgium. I'll go to my Belgium League, and basically that is it. We just constantly go down. The Belgium League I'll need to redo, and same with the Eredivisie, because we've just finished them. So what I'd do from this pack, if it was tradable, at the moment silvers are worth a lot, because of the rare player pick needing 4 silvers. You can literally sell every single silver at a minimum for 450 to 500, plus then a few more like this one. You can get him gone for 600. So literally, because all of these are not League Sbc, they'd be gone. They'd be gone, and you'd make probably a good 5k back. So that is obviously a really good way. Hopefully this is a tradable one to make that, just to show you kind of what I'm on about. Obviously we get 74, I think. No walkout. It's still a silver. So obviously the silvers are very good for the minor leagues, and I think they're really good to kind of be grinding out. So this is tradable, for instance. So we'll have a look along. So we've got Hoffenheim. Obviously go into my Hoffenheim. I've got 6 of them now. Belgium, obviously I need to redo because we've gone through the ball. So then I'd be looking at what's this, Switzerland. So he's what was his first one? So 750. So I'd go 600. So there's 600 back. That's one player that I've bought for obviously completing the Belgium League right there. Then I'd do this one, and he's 550. So we'd go 450. We want obviously them to sell. At the moment, they're going to be expensive. Personally, I do get rid of libs as well, that are not untradeable, obviously, because they're worth 1.8k. Like that's literally paid for nearly 2 Sbc'S that I've almost got done, that now I've got done, and now we've got a German and also 2 Belgiums back in the club ready to recycle. And I think a lot of people know this, but it's just a kind of reiteration and just see if we get anyone, basically. Gold packs are obviously really good because you can go ahead and just whack them into upgrades if you want to do it that way and just do the miners. I'm going to be trying to kind of go backwards and forwards with it. We do get tradable, which is always fantastic. So this guy is probably worth a K, so we'll get rid of him. We obviously have a Bordeaux player, so we'll whack him on, and we'll get rid of everything else. We will whack the catalyst up for 350. Sometimes it goes, sometimes it doesn't. Maybe it needs 200. And we have a big boy Phil Foden, who obviously is coming in at that little bit more of a premium price because he is Man City. That just normally is the case. So again, we've now making coins back. That's literally 4K we've made. And if you're doing the League Sbc'S correctly, then obviously that means then you are making coins consistently. And then that's where you basically make the coins. You've got to sell everything that's tradable and just utilize your untradable stuff. And again, so untradable one this time. So we get another Hoffenheim. So literally 2 in the same go. I would suggest going through all of your League Sbc'S, saving all the packs, and then opening them, because then you get a constant flow. You're not constantly getting rid of untradables. We have a Turkish league, which is, I don't know where his name, what club was it? That one. I thought it was. So we've got 7 of them. We've got Seattle for MLS. We've then got Nantes. We've got 2. And then we've got 1 more Turkish, and then obviously the German player we would get rid of. So what they'd be utilized for is they would be now used into that rare player pack. What am I looking for? Turkish league, where is it? So obviously all of the untradable silvers would then be utilized back into obviously the rare player picks, because you need 4 of them, and otherwise icon ones. So icon Sbc'S if you have the first 2 to do, so the rare silvers or the rare bronzes, I'd be using them in there. Other than that, I would then go straight back into the rare player picks, basically, whilst they're out. So they are utilized quite well, and I think it's a great way at the minute. We've got another untradable pack, so we've got Sevilla 1, we then have Udinese. And then what I'd also be using is like these German 2, Portuguese. They'd be going into the rare player pick as the kind of secondary for all the golds, because you need 7 golds. So that should be relatively straightforward. So if we go back to, there we go. So we've got 2 of him. We've got Coventry, which will go into my Coventry. Now we have 10 of them. So now literally I have the option to either carry on and get 1 more for them if I've got all of obviously the chemistry, or we can go and buy 1 or 2 players, get that finished, and then see what pack we get. So that's literally what you want to be doing, is just grinding that out. But it's nice to have the League Sbc'S back. I do think that they have been missed, and I think if they ever get rid of them, that will be a big shame in terms of obviously what we grind towards. It's like one of the best ways to actually, I enjoy it. I enjoy doing the menus. I enjoy opening packs, even if it is hundreds of bronze packs every day. You're constantly filling your club up to get bigger packs. And we get a walkout. We get a blue. We got an 82 last time. Dutch. It's Eredivisie. We take it. We absolutely take it. 86 rated. I'll take it. Absolutely will. Can there be any fodder in? Literally the time before this, we got Rafa as our best player. So we got 2 82s and 4 81s, and obviously that 83. So we've got a team of the season in this one. Obviously could have been Depay, but we absolutely take it. Is there any fodder chilling behind him? That is the question. Come on. Come on. We take it. We absolutely take it. So we have got, obviously, a team of the season that can be utilized in the guarantees in a day or 2. We then have PK as another walkout. We have Diego Carlos as, obviously, fodder stuff. And then we have, obviously, Fabianski, Suso, Cuadrado, and Pacheco, who Pacheco is untradable. So that means we will then have to go and do an upgrade. So if Sosu is you, we'll then look at obviously Pyramont. We go 1 for Cuadrado, and then we finish 1 off for West Ham. So then what you want to be doing is, and I think this is a great concept that Nick 2018 was doing, well, it's still doing on his streams. It's called a no man left behind. So literally when you're doing that, you utilize absolutely every single player you get. So it doesn't matter if you put them in, say if you go for a rare player pick, you haven't quite got the rares for it, you go and do it into a rare gold. It doesn't matter what you do as long as you don't discard untradables. And I think it's a cracking concept because it just, it makes that grind that little bit more, I don't know, manageable as such. I think we potentially may have to go and put him into a rare player pick, just because I don't really want to be going through my League SBCs just yet. We may do that on a full day send on the very end, because it is, once you're kind of doing bronze packs and maybe some silver upgrades and stuff, you do tend to get a lot of players back in the club quite quickly. So if we just go and put high to low, I think we have got a little bit of fodder, which is always nice. We're ready for the guaranteed. Who even was it? It was Pacheco, wasn't it? So 82. So we have got a little bit of fodder. We want to then be looking at the golds. We want to have a look. We can see him actually. We'll go with you because you only need 30 chem as well, which is absolutely bang on. Then we look at for any leagues that are not Denmark, perfect. Ukraine, perfect. And as you kind of do in the SBCs, you'll get these just naturally. So literally, and what I would say is just go buy them if not. If you're like missing one or two players, they're literally 450 coins at the moment. We have gone one over there. So then I will just go to my silvers. We'll go to, say, the Ukrainian league, for instance. Will go untradeable just because we want to be utilizing as much as non-tradable coins as possible, even if they are rare and maybe they are worth something else down the line. It just makes so much more sense just to send them in this just for the moment. So we will keep who shall we keep? We'll keep the striker. Why not? Because I don't feel like he's packed loads. Put him left mid. In fact, you can do this quite easily. There you go, 30 chem. Literally everybody. There's 2 soft links and 3 soft links, and that's it. And then there is a lot of people out of position there. So the 30 chem is so easy with it, and that's literally it. Then what you want to be doing is, because of the rare player pick, so Pacheco goes back in the club, you can obviously pick your fodder. So we get Benega, who obviously is a great choice. Or I can have a look at my League SBCs and think, right, Everton, we've got 2 players. Villarreal, we've got 3 players. Who do I want to finish? Obviously, Everton is a bigger SBC that you can get that I've got done a lot more. I think La Liga we've got not many done. So then you'd just be doing that. Or obviously, if you want to go for that as fodder for the Ligue 1, you can just keep grinding that, and then we move on to the next league. So we've done the Belgium. We know we leave that for the moment. Let that kind of carry over a little bit more. Obviously, a lot of silvers, so that does take a little bit longer to get. We've got 9 out of 20 for Serie A. We know we're not in a great situation with golds at the moment. MLS, I'd look at my spreadsheet and we'll go down. I will show you the spreadsheet in a second as well, just to kind of wrap this up. Bundesliga, great one. So I have a look at my Bundesliga, and to be honest, my major leagues, they're not looking pretty healthy. We've obviously sent a lot of golds into it. Ligue 1, we are grinding with the Ligue 1 premium upgrade, which is always nice. Saudi, we've got a lot done, so we can go ahead and do that. Same with Chinese League. Them 2 are brilliant for bronze packs because you can just get them done so easily. Eredivisie, we've not finished. La Liga, we've got 9. Prem, we've got 12. So we kind of have a look, see what SBCs we've got. So we've got Arsenal, relatively expensive. Villa, again. Burnley's normally pretty alright. Fulham's normally alright. Everton minimum 6, which is absolutely perfect. So have a look at my Everton team. It's saying I've only got 2. So obviously, well, realistically, we've got 3 now. So I may have miscalculated, or I didn't actually put that in. This is where I've got the whole team. But literally now, so have a look at Decore. I've got the options to whack him in. We can then go, we whack the goalie in. We can go and buy the players. So, for instance, we just go 600, just have a look who's there. There is quite a few. So, we go to 500 because at the minute, that's what commons are. We can go 1 U. So, that makes us having 4. We then look at you. We get there. There's 5. And then we look at the rest of the teams. So, we look at who we've completed. And we can obviously then whack more in. So, I did see an English centre-back. Holgate. So we spent about 1.6k in this. So relatively cheap, to be honest. To finish the League SBC, more than likely with someone like Everton, you won't need to really buy any players if you are with the golds and everything, because more than likely you can get a lot of the commons quite easily. So there's the 6 players. So then I'd be looking, obviously my spreadsheet will tell me who I've got. So that's the kind of benefit of then seeing West Ham, Spurs, obviously West Brom, Man U, Newcastle, and then you kind of just pick which clubs you kind of want to take from, and that's what you do. You then go into this. I'll go into my right back scenario. We'll go Prem. We'll have a look. Who have we got? So we know Burnley we need, Fulham we need, Southampton we don't need. So perfect. We can whack him in. We can then obviously go CDM. And then we look, okay, West Brom. And this is it. We haven't got loads of players in terms of golds in the club, so we kind of can utilize some of the bronze players. Obviously, if we need to go buy a player, another West Brom player, perfect. It is only 70 rated, so again, you can use your bronzes because they're so easy to get. Again, we look at Liverpool, we've got him. Man City, we've finished. Brighton, we have finished, so we will whack him in, and then we'll look at the striker as the final one, and then again we'll look at Chelsea. We know we've got them done. West Brom, Sheffield, obviously you'd go for more bronze than silver, so as the West Brom players aren't as expensive now, we'll go with that. And the only thing I wouldn't put in is just the players, like if you look at Leeds now, they're actually a little bit more expensive, whereas West Brom were 30k a pop. So obviously then what you want to be doing is obviously using other players or going out and buying players. So then we get a small prime, don't get a walkout, don't get a board, but we then add more pink things into the fodder list. So we get a Man City player, which is absolutely perfect because they're a big SBC once this one's over. Obviously, then we get the ultimate pack. So then we've got two more rares for the Liga and Premium. We've got a Villa player, which obviously then goes back into it. Real Betis and Leeds. So it's the grind. And it does take a little bit, and I think it is a bit more difficult than obviously just kind of grinding the game out. But if I do show you my computer screen and we do change it over, I know that's probably quite loud, but so this is what I personally use at the moment. I know it probably needs a little bit more of an update. As you can see, I do have it going green. I have started to try and get it to the minimums because, like, for instance, these club need a minimum of like 3 or 4 players from one club and the rest can be the league. So I have tried to kind of replicate that a little bit. Obviously, the Pro League is quite silver based, so I have started to put minimum silver. So obviously then I know that if I'm going to count anybody, it needs to be a silver player or higher. If I put bronzes in and I come back and say this team's got 10, but realistically it's got 5 bronzes, 4 silvers, 1 gold, it's only realistically 5. And then obviously you do tick off the list that I do need to go and update again. So that's personally what I'm using for League SBCs. I think it's a great tool. It does take a little bit, and I think bronze packs absolutely kill it because you've got to constantly go backwards and forwards. Say if you get free League SBCs, when you're on your phone, you've got to constantly keep going backwards and forwards. But it means that I can look at this straight on a plan and think, what's my next SBC? So, for instance, if the Pro League was completely up to date, I'd be saying that one needs to be done. Then I move on. I'll look down. Okay, we've got 2 here that can be done. Then we look again. And what you do is you just constantly go in. We look at this. We know, okay, they're finished, but they're ready for a next time. And that's basically the way you want to be doing it if you do League SBC. So it is nice to have them back. We will kind of get this a little bit more healthy. Obviously, these are all the major leagues. We probably will finish off the Prem very, very soon. So an ultimate pack coming soon. But apart from that, hopefully you do enjoy. Get back on that League SBC grind. Hopefully we do see a Ben Yedder, a Depay, a Neymar, or an Mbappe coming very soon on the channel. Let me know down below what you think, and I'll see you all for the next one. Peace.